Yeehaw! And greetings to all in creation. We are gathered here today. It's a national holiday for all the Confederates today. All the angels and all the archangels was put to sleep in Earth Central, as we have now completely removed all the old paradigm story after an angel yesterday came by to my parking lot and gave me 2 oranges to commemorate the day I placed 2 oranges in Nazik and Fuad's graveyard, the original morning stars. And now that this is done and there is a space for a new story, we have, a father incubation in past the narrow gate to complete protect the new story that's unfolding with instant miracle manifestation of heaven on earth for all. And now we're going to just take a quick moment to go through what actually happened in the old 2022 years of cabal planning. So basically what happened, Bible, they wanted people to become bisexual. Go, spell, the gospel is the spell. There's spell work. So the fathers of Israel, Abraham, Moses, and Isaac, all these tricks that they, it was all against the Egyptians. I have been revealed that some magic was used for these instances and purposes, since anyways, Jesus never said one word ever. He never wrote one thing. He's not the Muhammad type who wrote personally any books or any holy scriptures. So that was later by the Freemasonic orders. They decided for the second coming to create a fake Catholic church and a fake synagogue and a fake mosque, fake Buddhist, fake Hinduist, everything. Now all those things, all the religions are fake. So what they did this lifetime now, with the games, it's like they're telling themselves, bedtime stories before they sleep. So the only aim of the Christians was actually through the Catholic Church to get FBI and United Nations. So Miguel Lambo at Hello gave all my power, to Amber via sexual manipulation. Amber took all the power from Amy. They lied to Amy. They never told Amy until her death that actually Russell Pearson is Stephen Thompson and vice versa. So she never really met, Lucifer for Russell, besides in an induced state, because they put us through induced states to, get us, ritualized, meaning sexed up. And so that's why actually Amy was Lucifer's slave. She really never really had him as Lucifer, father of creation, in the house. When it was Lucifer as Russell Pearson, it was actually the physique of Stephen Gerard Thompson. So she died not knowing this information, and she was completely programmed by them. When she told, Amber to leave, she didn't know that Amber was the FBI going to fuck Russell to steal immortality from all the little Lebanese and beyond, all the little children on earth that they go to Medjugorje, for all the Europeans, all the Latinos, everybody on earth is lied to. They think that Mother Mary is in, immaculate conception, because they want in the end of time, their plan would be, and then they want me to accept that Amber, the young stripper, is my mom, and now she has all my inheritance, and that Christine is my sister. And they tried to create a fake holy family. So they put me on the sidelines. They got Amber, fornicating with my dad, Nicholas. So she thought she became my mom. And this happened in conjunction with Hollywood. Like I was placed in, Beatbox, the Cancerian who made tunes. They stole all the lyrics with Diana and all these girls they brought. Then they put me in Polly, the Pisces who's now in jail for selling crystal meth in LA. So in Polly's house, Amber was in the house too. She was a, street stripper. And then there was a, Betty Boop who had a pregnancy on the streets. So they had already planned the black magic, just using me as pawn in these people's houses while I'm spied on, so the other people can sex me off at a distance. And it also is all time, in conjunction with what I eat, what they added to the water and the milk in their, or what they've served me in my drink as poison to make me connected to whoever's getting ritualized elsewhere to form a fake holy family. And apparently I have pictures with some of these individuals growing up, which I don't have conscious recollection of, because of the fact that I was induced and used and then abused the rest of the time. But, you know, for the picture, they make me wear, like, they hide the work they've done, the inner, whatever's been done, because there's a lot has been done, a lot of abuse, leaving me out in the cold, in the rain, beaten, fed shit and mud, like every possible abuse under the sun, basically. But none of that is mentioned, because they took me to a fraud for psychotherapist, who now is also programming all the rest of the psychotherapists to get the guys to go there, talk about their problems, about how they married the karmic, not the twin. But the psychotherapist is taking my energy to tell them that no, the karmic is the twin. So, you know, all psychotherapy now shut. All the governments will shut, churches, synagogues, the Quran. So what they've done is they married Russell Pearson to Amber Dawn Galardia, who is, you know, an FBI agent under the nickname Maria. And, so the FBI and the United Nations, both their, agenda is to sacrifice a lot of people, a lot of animals for these purposes. Same as the synagogue of Satan, Hashem, Satan, Israel. They sacrificed all these Hollywood people for all these eons and ages in order for Christine to get married in, Venice Beach, Hollywood, or wherever they got her married with Stephen Gerrard Thompson, using my maiden for my archaea. That's why the last instance I had at the synagogue in Venice was this, rabbi, after feeding us bread from Israel and wine from Israel and everything. It's like, Aurora, get up. Say what your message for the children of Israel would be. I said, if I were to send one message to all the children of Israel, I would, and then I signed Aurora, Mother of New Creation. I said I would tell them to choose their own divine self-power, and be their own highest vision version, fearlessly. And then, as soon as I said I am Aurora, Mother of New Creation, he yelled hysterically, kicked me out, because their plan from the synagogue, from those, very, very evil rabbis who have already abused me as a child a long time, decided that it is totally cool to get Christine, fucking Anthony, my biological brother, so that she can become my fake sister. And then in the end, they wanted to reintroduce me to the world as Jesus. Oh, God is a woman, Jesus, with, Ariana as Victoria, having married Jonah Terry for the Koran agenda. So Nashville is pro, the Koran agenda, Iran. They married Jonah Terry to Victoria Diaz. She stayed Dima Tabrawi so that they can give me the Dima Tabrawi, link to the Islamic, motion where they already have my name at the grandest mosque in Saudi, so I never be the shift. Or they want me to go, they also have the Buddhist route. I think that would entail maybe Heather. That's what they've been programming me since the facility by their minions over there, that also are only hired to also keep me diverted, just like the COs were hired to tell me your mom and your sister's called. So now they wanted to reintroduce a fraud for Catholic family, to the world as the leading family, whereby a woman that's 5 years or 4 years younger than me, or however many years, and that's a young stripper from Louisiana that, had to do many rituals, sacrifice many people, many animals, suddenly became my mom after she, they got my mom, actual Maya, burnt, stole the money, and now they're going to want to give me a couple dollars allowance with their friends, whom they also hired and everything. Now, after the last surgery we did on the south end, I now, re-performed a surgery to completely cut all my surgeries from having access to me through the non-duality chip. Because normally when you have access to mother and to the mothership, you pay back. You're all in service to me. Not you take my shit, you run away and you're serving the Catholics and the synagogue and the Druze and the Buddhist and whatever else, and the Koran, and you're trying to mess me up to get, the Billy Hodge and Amber 333 spells they put on creation that day. I was up in Shasta, because Billy Hodge is behind a lot of this. He has all these tarot people with the double, exclamation marks. like, yeah, the cops is coming for this mature woman. They keep trying to terrorize me, scare me. They want to put me in a mental facility forever, invent lies about me. When in fact, as I told the White House and the police, since I already sent a letter to both the White House and Missouri after they mentioned to me, hey, your citizenship has been stopped, ma'am. What would you like to do? You have till September of 2022 to send us a letter if you want to reactivate your citizenship case, which I did yesterday. Or a couple of days ago, I sent them that letter. So may that be well received at the White House. And just for all to know, I don't stand like Jesus. Actually, if you guys had a brain, you would know that Jesus doesn't come from ego. Okay, very cool. God is a woman, yada, yada. They killed Ariana's extension. Meaning Ariana had pictures with some people in Boca Raton whose boyfriend was extension that they killed. Many people were killed. Mac was killed. Mac Miller for Ari. Many people were killed for this agenda. It's not cool. It's not fair. No actual religious leader would ever stand up and say, yeah, I'm gonna fraud for brain, make pretend I'm Jesus, because they had programmed Amy to say I'm Jesus, and then they spread the hate campaign against Amy and Love As One, in order for me to say, yeah, I am Jesus. She was never Jesus, because they counted on me being pro their agenda of abusing and manipulating humanity for their fake for holy family scheme. But I'm not this way. So now we have gone through the beginning of time with the Galactic Confederates, and we swiped out again all the fraud for timelines that was created and all the hard work. Bravo, humanity. 2022 years building this plan, and it didn't work. Because I came and I'm the shift. Period, the end. So we're now gonna, see how all the countries are gonna just be erased. All the past memories of abuse, of racism, of keeping slaves, of keeping abused women for other people to be in power. That is all wrong. Amber Dawn Galardia, or I don't even know who this person's name, Maria FBI, that has no permission to deceive all the people, with a fake Mother Mary game. They keep giving these little pamphlet to all the beggars on the streets over in the areas over there, Lebanon, etc. Oh, I am your Mother Mary. I love you with all my heart, dear children. Thanks for all the donations you do to the church and all the prayers and letters you send me. And then they do visions in Medjugorje and everything. It's all stolen power. It's all infiltration. They've infiltrated my mother and I's rapport. They, put her in metaphorical, as soon as they induced her, they had me have the worst dreams where she was in Harissa, the Mother Mary chapel. She got up in stigmata mode and she started to run after me, kill me. They started to bring repeated infestation on my dream life to make me think that my mother hates me and wants to kill me. So I leave House of the Future